So, Darren, aside from getting to grips with your old lasers, how's it feel to be rocking the chassis again?
Well, as much as I do enjoy being constantly connected to the mainframe, I have been missing some of the simpler things, like the feel of a cool breeze on my grill,
Aww.
the smell of a fresh batch of cheese toasties, and the raw heat of competition during a brutal match of couch multiplayer.
Wait, what?
It's time for Brawlout! Ding, ding, ding!
Brawlout is a party-style fighter where you and up to 3 friends bash, crash, and smash each other around multiple platform stages with the ultimate goal to be the last one left standing. It's been out on PC and Switch for a while now, but it just dropped on the Xbox and PS4 after its latest update.
Before we delve any deeper, we should probably mention the elephant in the room. Oh, no, Darren. I think you look great. I'm talking about stating the obvious comparison between this game and the Smash Bros. Series. Brawlout unashamedly takes huge influence from Nintendo's Brawler, mimicking most of its mechanics right down to the character movements, percentage-style damage meter, even the colourful roster of characters from other games.
It is hard not to draw constant comparisons with the iconic Brawler, but, as they say, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. And Brawlout does attempt to put its mark on the genre. The real question is, can it build on such solid foundations? Or does it fall short of reaching the same level of greatness?
Yeah, and if you're going to try and copy something as successful as the Smash series, you better bring your A-game. And at first, Brawlout does appear to have the makings of a fun brawler. If you're new to this style of fighter, then a brief tutorial takes you through the basics, which involves some simple attacks that can be expanded on by combining them with different directions, jumps, and dashes. Unique to Brawlout, however, is a rage meter that builds as you battle it out, which you can activate while it's building to interrupt enemy attacks or stop yourself from flying too far off screen.
Ah, yes, but activate it when full, and suddenly your attacks will send opponents flying, while you become harder to knock off yourself. It's an interesting mechanic that can completely turn a fight around if managed well, and did make for some fun, thrilling final moments.
Sadly, it seems that this really is all that Brawlout has to offer in the way of anything new or unique. The rest of the combat is very basic. Many fighters share similar movesets, and without the inclusion of any items or weapons, there's nothing to break up the monotony and repetition of fights. Plus, the stages you fight on are particularly uninspired. Most are just made up of a couple of static platforms. Meh.
I can see how just focusing on the brawling makes for more technical fights, but some more game modes or other variations would have been appreciated. Especially as once you've fought up a few of the single-player ladders and had a couple of matches IRL with mates, there's little else to explore here.
You do earn coins and level up your fighters the more you brawl, but all the rewards are simply cosmetic, such as costumes and accessories. Plus, the rewards are all randomized, so you're never sure to unlock the gear you might be after.
It was always good to see I was progressing as I was playing, but these rewards just weren't enough to make me want to keep grinding through multiple matches. That said, I think the game does deserve credit for its creative character design. All the fighters look great, and many feel like they could actually exist in their very own games.
Well, funny you should mention that, as the 3 most recent additions to the roster are Juan from Guacamelee, the Drifter from Hyperlight Drifter, as well as Yuka and Laylee.
And it is great to see characters from outside the Nintendo universe getting their chance to step in the ring. It's just sad then that Brawlout doesn't take the time to do anything interesting with their original characters. I mean, you have a blank slate to create a whole world around these unique brawlers, and what do we get? This.
Well, Goose, I think that's because the biggest issue with Brawlout is one of identity. It's not quite sure what it wants to be. Final thoughts, you two?
Well, this is by no means a bad game. In fact, the controls, fighting style, and all-round design are surprisingly polished. It's just impossible not to play this without drawing comparisons to the series that invented the genre. And with Smash Bros. Ultimate just around the corner, I can't recommend this unless you're desperate for a quick couch brawl with some friends. I'm giving Brawlout 2 rubber chickens.
I do hope the developers continue to support and try and grow this universe, because the potential really is there. For now, though, I'm hanging up my gloves until a real challenger approaches and giving it 1.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.